guys, it's Ashley, and I am wanting to pop on today and create a little series for you guys because in the last few videos that I've done a bit more kind of like impromptu and not scheduled and off the cup stream of consciousness talking, which I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing, but I'm just rolling with it. And in one of the videos that I mentioned, I talked about pricing and struggles that I was at and kind of like this like juxtaposition with my business where I am between a rock and a hard place of really trying to figure out what's next for Upside Goods and my candles. And a lot of you suggested this inventory kind of management software called Craftybase. I probably should have practiced this before. I don't also know why I'm playing with scissors. So, Craftybase, craftybase.com. So I looked on it and I am going to do a little bit of digging on this and just kind of take you guys with me today. So this is kind of going to be like a vlog style. I'm going to try it out. It looks like they have a 14-day free period to just try it out. If you guys are at all like me, I usually dive in deep with things. For instance, my Cricut machine. I bought it, was really excited about it. I was like, it's going to save all of my problems and like cut down expenses. And then I looked at the box for 4 weeks. So I'm a little under the weather. I've got I'm under the weather and it's a little bit rainy out, sweatsuit on today. And I am ready to just dive in to Craftybase. So I'm going to take you guys along with me and just kind of also keep track of time. So right now it is 11:17 a.m. on a beautiful rainy Wednesday morning. So I am going to just dive into their website, do a few tutorials, start my account with them, and then I'm going to check in with you guys and see how this is going and give you my honest and real thoughts. Because maybe somebody wants to hear those. I don't know. So wish me luck. A little update for my party people. It's been about 20 minutes and I signed up for an account and I downloaded their like quick start guide. It's like an ebook. And I realized that, so it is June 30th. I'm not sure what time I'm going to actually upload this video, but it's June 30th. I started my business, really started it in like July of 2020. Launched it in December of 2020, and now it's June 30th, 2021. So there was a couple of different options that were given in regards to how you really want to start your inventory management. Do you want to backdate it to the beginning of the year? Are you a new business? All of those things. So it's pretty self-explanatory. You just kind of figure out which one you fall into best. For me, I'm going to start as of today, meaning that I'm going to go, this is probably going to be pretty time consuming, and take inventory of everything that I have. Maybe I shouldn't be timing this because that just immediately overwhelms me. But I'm going to begin on current date is basically what the option is given for Craftybase. And I think it's like option 1. So that's what I'm going to do. And now I'm going to head down to my garage and my very disorganized studio to figure out what the hell I have on hand. I am going to keep track of the time for you guys, but I have a feeling that like around 5 p.m. I'll be checking back in with you all, but it needs to be done. It's not ideal, not really what I want to be doing today or any day ever, but I realize the importance of keeping track of everything down to the very last wick clip, sticker, all the things. So wish me luck. And I'm going to check back in. Okay, guys, a little update from Mess Express headquarters over here. So I downloaded the CVS file or CVS. It's not a pharmacy, it's a file. I downloaded that and I'm inputting all my information. So far, I've only gotten through my vessels. I have not gotten into my fragrance oil because I'm going to have to weigh those. I have not gotten into my wicks, clips, anything like that. I did the shipping boxes too. And it's 12:07. So I'm actually not doing that bad so far, but I've also done like box quantities, so it's really easy. I don't have to do like individual counting. I've got to eat some lunch because your girl's about to get hangry, but I just wanted to give you guys an update. I have the information set up so that I know how to input everything. I do need to go back and check my pricing. One of the things I have a question on, and I'm going to reach out to Craftybase about, is there's a per unit price. So let's say my wooden wick Aura vessels, which are $4.95, but usually I buy them in bulk on a sale. So my actual inventory price varies anywhere from $4.95 a vessel to down to $3.75 a vessel. So I need to figure out how I can accurately account for the actual price. I might just be getting into the weeds. I don't really know. But to be fair, this is kind of a weedy process. So I need to make sure that I'm doing it right. So yeah, welcome to my garage, guys. Just upside goods mecca right here. It's sexy, isn't it? Between that, my voice, and my getup today, I'm really giving you guys the full experience. You're welcome. Okay, just popping in to let you guys know that I'm getting extremely overwhelmed. I have like ADHD and all the things. So for me to sit here and really focus on something for hours at a time is really hard. It's 12:40 right now, and now I'm working on the fragrance oils and the wicks. Oh my gosh. First off, I'm realizing that I really need to be weighing my fragrance oils when they come in, because even brand new bottles I'm finding are really inconsistent, and the bottles aren't changing. So that size I feel like should be pretty steady. So that's just like really stressing me out. And yeah, but I'm trying to go forward. I also reached out to Craftybase to see if they have someone that can work with me one-on-one. I mean, at this point I'm invested. Stay tuned, guys. It's getting wild out here. Quick update. It's 4:30. And I bet you're just on the edge of your seat of what has happened over the last 2 hours. And I will tell you, around 2:15, I had to take a break from this. It was becoming too much, and I was kind of just like banging my head against a wall, getting down a slippery slope of not really accomplishing anything, but thinking about everything. So took a break from it, had an appointment from 3 to 4, had to finish up some labeling, and now I'm sitting back at my desk and hoping to just kind of grind through updating this Excel sheet so that I can implement this into Craftybase. I've heard back from them again, and they said that any questions just send over via email. So now I've started to create like a laundry list of questions. For instance, this is something that I get caught up on. Like, when do I input orders? Like if I'm placing an order, like today I had to place an order for 5 45-pound boxes of coconut soy wax. Like, do I add that in now? Do I add that in later? I haven't really gotten to that part yet. I also reuse my wicks, which is not really reuse them, but like if I get a 5-inch wick and I use 2/3 of it for my Aura vessel and 1/3 of it for my tin, how do I input that information? And I'm probably like really getting ahead of myself and just need to focus on this spreadsheet, but wanted to give you guys an update of things that I'm thinking of, just in case there are things that you're thinking of. These are things that I'm also going to be asking Craftybase if I don't stumble upon the answer in like the next few hours of working on this. So that's an update. Yeah, so I started at like 11:15, I think, this morning. Stopped at 2:15, and then now it's pretty much like 4:30, 4:40-ish. All right, guys, so it's 6:00 p.m. I just got done with the spreadsheet, and I'm pretty sure I'm not done. I put everything in that I knew enough sense of, calculated my cost, ounces, everything down to like the last dollar. So that took a lot of time. And I have a handful of questions that I needed to send over to Craftybase because I just don't understand and want to make sure I'm doing it right. Probably getting in my own way and overanalyzing a little bit, but I'm going to call it a night. So this is going to be a part 2 continued. So I think so far I'm about 5.5, almost 6 hours in. Not too bad. Thought it would be more. So I'm going to go get some rest. Okay guys, I have an update. It's a new day. It's actually 2:30 on a new day, but I had the best of intentions this morning to document where I was going with this, and then I realized you guys don't really need the play-by-play, and I'm just gonna like wrap it up and let you guys know where I'm at. Like I said, it's 2:30. This morning I got up, slept in a little bit, still feeling under the weather, but spent about 2.5 hours this morning really trying to dive into uploading my inventory, getting it on the materials tab of Craftybase. I still have a handful of questions, and as of noon today, they still hadn't responded, or I hadn't seen it. Had a couple of appointments, got back around 1, picked it back up, started working on it again, and I have some responses from them really breaking down like the ounces and grams and things like that you can use in Craftybase. If you guys need some help with that, I'm not an expert by any means, but I have some good examples that they gave me that I'd be happy to pass along. So definitely just reach out to me if you're interested in that. But I wanted to give you an update more so just on the time. So I think I am about, math isn't my strong suit, but let's say for the sake of, estimating, about 9 to 10 hours in. And I am still on editing all my materials and just trying to get my inventory set up. So something just to be aware of. Also, I made the mistake of like adding things like shipping boxes and things like that, but those aren't actually inventoriable materials. They're non-inventoriable inventoriable materials. They're non-inventoriable materials. So there's definitely a learning curve is what the point of this whole thing is in this exercise. And I'm going to cut the video off at that because I feel like I'm just getting into a slippery slope of just updating you guys, and I would rather like take a little bit more in and then come back and give you like a full blown, like this is what I think of this. Things I already know so far, Craftybase is definitely going to be helpful. But, it said something along the lines of like bookkeeping and inventory management. And what I'm finding is it really is just inventory management and not bookkeeping, because that was kind of stressing me out that like I already use QuickBooks to keep track of like invoicing and all of those things. And I'm still going to need to do that. So yes, I like it so far, but it is a huge, huge, huge undertaking. But I think that 3 months from now, I'm going to be thankful that I did this. Or at least I hope so, because otherwise it's just a wash of 10 hours. I'm going to keep you posted if this is helpful at all to you, or if you wanted me to keep track of where I'm going with this, just let me know in the comments below. Thanks guys. Have a great day.